Do you know it takes only three letters to get your goals, to get things done? Three letters. War. 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 And number one is write the plan. That is the number one letter. The second is take actions. And the third is review. With war, you can achieve any goal that you set out for yourself. Write it down, take massive action, then review. With these three letters, you are almost there. You are almost there. When you're able to write down the vision, that's what the Bible made us understand in the book of Habakkuk 2:2. Say, write down the vision, make it plain. When you write down a vision, when you write down a goal, when you write down a plan, you crystallize it. As you're writing it down, your brain is taking note of it. You don't leave it in your brain, you have to put it down on paper. When you write it down, it becomes easy for you to walk from the plan. It becomes a map. You cannot make a move without a map. You hardly find a building that comes without a map. You have to make the drawings. From the drawings, that's where the structure takes off. So one, you write it down. When you write it down, you are able to see where to build from, how to take off, where and how to do it. The plans are in the writing. You have to write it down. Write down the vision. That's where your plans are. That's the first navigation tool. Writing it down. And the second one is action. Massive action. Not one, multiple actions. You may never get to understand how beautiful your goals are by just writing it down. You have to take actions. Multiple actions, massive actions, repeated actions. It's not something you just do once and you stop. It has to be consistent. You have to persevere. You have to persist. Massive actions will enable you to see mistakes in where you wrote it down. Your writings are enough, but to build momentum, you need to take massive actions. You are able to see your errors, you're able to see the flaws, you're able to see things that you overlook by taking massive actions. And the earlier you start, the better. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, if it's a ministry, write them down. If it's to start a business, write them down. But once you're done writing it down, you have to develop that hunger, the willingness, the courage to take bold steps, not one step. I mean multiple steps, uncountable steps. The steps, the massive action has to be so huge that you also get involved in it. That is the momentum. You don't get anything done without massive steps. You want to start a ministry, you have to take massive steps. After you're done writing it down, you want to run a business, after the business plan, you have to be able to take massive actions. Without massive actions, beautiful plan, business plan that is being written by a professional with PhD, a professor in the university, it doesn't just amount to anything. What that builds the momentum is massive actions, massive actions, massive actions, repeated action, consistent actions. You don't just stop. You keep taking the actions. If you fail, it's better you fail. You learn from your failure. You learn from your failure. As you continue to fail, it becomes easier for you to now figure out what that really works. And the third one is review. When you review, you're able to adjust. You are able to know, yes, this works, this doesn't work. From your plan, writing down your plans, you may not be able to see your errors. Taking actions, you may not be able to see where you got some mistakes along the line, but when you're able to review, you look at it, you know that, oh, this place I've made mistakes. This place I have to readjust. This place I have to, there are certain things you learn from taking massive action and by you reviewing massive actions. Bible made us understand, he said that looking at the weather you may not be able to sow. In the book of Ecclesiastes 11 verse number 4, he said, he that watches the weather may not be able to sow. If you think you have to wait till the conditions are okay, you may not be able to take actions. If you think you're starting a business, you need all the whole finances, you may not be able to take action. I could tell you that when I started online ministry, I had nothing, just my phone. I programmed through my phone. Just my phone. There was no ring light, no microphone, nothing. Just my phone. I have my phone on it. Because I know my pulpit could be at home. I must also have pulpit in a big auditorium. It could be at home. I started taking action. I wrote it down. This is what I want to do. I have to take off from online ministry. And online ministry doesn't mean I must have all the whole gadgets. Cameras are good. Yes. Computers are good. Yes. Microphones are good. All these things are good. But if you don't have it, don't let it keep you stuck. You don't wait until the weather becomes clear before you sow. You don't look at the weather. You don't wait until every conditions are perfect before you take off. You want to write a book? Don't wait till you have all the necessary things. You have the best publisher before you write. Don't keep writing. Even if there's no publisher for the moment, keep writing and review. Bible made us understand. He said in the book of Proverbs 26 verse number 4, it says, the righteous man shall fall 7 times and rise 7 times. Are you willing to fall 7 times and rise 7 times? 7 times talks about 7 days in a week. It talks about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to 7 times. So which means if you fall on Monday, you don't give up, you rise. If you fall on Tuesday, you don't give up, you rise. You fall on Wednesday, you don't give up, you rise. You continue to, when you fall, you rise. That's when review comes to explain to you that, hey, this action, this is not really working, this is working, this is yielding results, and the ones that are not yielding results, you separate it. So it takes war. It takes war for you to achieve your goal. War, write, act, review. For you to achieve your goal, whatever it is, you want to build wealth, you have to write down the goals. Take massive action. Review. It's always war. It's always war. Ministry is not easy. To start a ministry is not easy. It's always war. You have to write it down. Take massive actions. And review. Today, I have partners in ministry, not because they knew me from anywhere, but it's as a result of my actions. I started taking actions. I never knew them from anywhere. I started with my phone. Until all of a sudden, little by little, I started building momentum. That's how we are where we are today. And we believe that little by little, we keep progressing. The microphone I'm using now is not the first that I used before. There was this little microphone that I used. But to start, when I started, I had no microphone. It was just my mobile phone, my Android phone. Till date, I don't even have a camera. I still use my mobile phone. But today, you see, I have a microphone, a better microphone. So we keep progressing. It's all about war. It's all about war. You build momentum by taking multiple actions. The most important thing is write, act, massive actions. Then you review. You cannot get anything done without applying war. It has to be war. It has to be war. It has to be war. Write, act, review. Write, act, review. It has to be war in everything. You want to achieve a great career, it has to be war. You want to build a great ministry, it has to be war. You want to write books, it has to be war. You want to sing, it has to be war. You want to build great wealth, it has to be war. To be sincere with you, from starting a family, it has to be war. You have to be able to write it down, take massive actions, review. May God bless you as you take